Hey collective, how are you guys? Evie and I are doing good. Thank you guys for being here and for spending time with us. We love you and we appreciate you so much, collective. So I'm going to message pull, so we're just going to tap right into this energy. Someone could feel trapped, tied down and stuck in a relationship that they're in. Okay. A thief was creating all kinds of confusion and illusion. They had opportunities here. They made a decision to be in this energy here. Yeah, they're trapped was clarified by trapped. They're concerned, okay, because they feel really stuck, captive in a mental prison. They're concerned, trying to get away. They could be feeling like they're being held captive in a relationship, trying to clean up some kind of deception, something that was hidden under the moon here, creating all kinds of confusion and illusions, trying to clean something up with this deception that's been going on. Someone was expecting someone that they could have bribed or tempted or persuaded to do something here. And they could have been expecting something to go in their favor. They've been out gossiping, slandering, they're petty, they're jealousy and envy. Moving on to calmer waters from this person here. Moving towards a place of somewhere that feels calm. Moving, literally, overcoming hardship, having stability in a new environment. Could be traveling, okay? Well, this Seven of Swords criminal here, this thief, they're full of fear. There's so much deception and lies going on. It could have been cheating, very manipulative. They were sneaking around. They're very deceitful, afflicting and making someone suffer in their house because someone is delusional. Something's going on in the justice system regarding finances in the future. Mine's on the money. So there could be a court situation here. Could have to split assets. Something could be going on with a divorce or a breakup. We got actual money here. Concealing actual money. Merging actual money. Hiding actual money. A loss of power. Temporary blocks. Needing support with actual money. Going into sudden darkness. Something's going to be revealed about someone's finances here. Okay, they could be worried about this because they were lying and deceptive. This person's a false person and they're petty. They're immature. They're small-minded. They create insignificant drama. They're always starting shit. Something could be dismissed in a legal situation here. Leaving behind something that happened in a legal situation, looking the other way, disregarding and ignoring someone. Someone is so jealous. This tower has hit, and now someone is extremely jealous. Someone's pride and ego has had a blow. They're petty. They're jealous. They're envious. There's some kind of disaster that created a sudden upheaval with this toxic person. They're unhealthy. They're delusional. It's come out again. Suffering from delusions. They have nasty behavior. They're so toxic. Creating emotional pain here. This could be a grandparent could be helping out with something here regarding the family unit. Someone's wealth. A broken home. A family feud. We have a family with a rich guy here. Okay, the rich guy would be like King of Pentacles energy, someone who's stable, secure, they have a good job, they're wealthy, they're a leader in the home, they're the provider. Someone could have, bond is on here in background. Someone could have even gotten arrested and something could end up getting dismissed in a court situation. Okay, we've got the Ace of Swords. It was unexpected. Okay, what happened here? This truth, someone could be telling their family the truth of a situation and like what all's going on here. This King of Pentacles could be starting a new beginning somewhere else. They're finding the truth. They're making good choices. They're focused. They have mental clarity. They're successful. Okay. Something unexpected with this tower here. All of a sudden it hit. Could have caused a mental health problem. It was unexpected and it really affected someone's mental health because of what was going on in the relationship and the stability and security in the home. I don't care. Someone doesn't care. There's a lot of arguments and there's trouble in the family, conflicts in the relationship, having boundaries, emotionally detached, a lack of empathy, being uninterested. It's time to rest and enjoy your success. New romance could be coming in. Peace and harmony. Once you get away from this toxic person, working on your prosperity. Hello. Being single. Walking away from this person. Your current status is single. You're available. And this person here is angry. There's a lot of baggage going on here. Baggage from this love offer. Trying to hold it together, being prepared for the next phase, being prepared to go. Could be fearing the separation. There's unresolved issues, but you're prepared to go to the next phase. It's been a really long journey. There's a lot of heavy burdens and responsibility that came with this person. They were angry. They could have become violent. We got numbing, and it came out in reverse. Fuck everything. Self-medicating, drinking away problems, and distracting with substances, but someone's not doing that. Okay, they're not numbing themselves to deal with the pain. They don't regret walking away from this crazy-ass karmic here. Okay, they're happy about it. Someone could be observing you, divine feminine, divine masculine. You flip that how it resonates. Being watched, social media stalking, keeping an eye on you, and someone is obsessed with you, divine feminine, divine masculine. They're observing you. Someone went to jail. I mean, Eight of Swords was clarified by imprisonment here. Feeling trapped. Okay, because trapped came out 3 times. They could feel like they're trapped in a prison with this person. They're a victim. They feel helpless and isolated. Okay, they want their freedom. They want to be released. They could have, could have even been having to face their fears. Could definitely feeling very trapped here. Someone could have trapped someone in a situation. I was drawn to mental health. Unexpected, full of fear because of what this person did, affecting their finances. Someone got all fired up and raged out. They're fuming with rage. Overwhelming, like an explosion of emotions, and they're very angry. They could get very angry about a love offer to divine feminine, divine masculine. Someone could be very angry and could try to affect someone's finances, want them to be in poverty with the 5 of Pentacles and poverty over here, having hardship. They want you struggling inside and out. This thief here could have hesitated on doing something to you. They are worried about a decision that they made to steal from you, or to take something from you to leave you in a financial hardship in some way. The decision was made that you're done, you learned the lesson, it's complete, and you're walking away from this karmic energy here. Okay, could have been torn between choices. It was a hard choice. Being blind to the truth, being in a state of denial, being caught in the middle of all of this mess. You're very disappointed with this person. They're very greedy. Okay, could have gotten bored with this person. Could have lost your focus and become stagnant or depressed with this person because you felt so trapped and captive and isolated, like you were in a prison. Coming out as this divine being here. The evil entity has left. Return to sender, breaking a curse. The black magic has failed. Struggling to have peace in your life because of this person always being raged out and angry. Anytime that you try and find peace, they start fighting. A master at ascending. Okay, so you're a master at doing your healing work and learning these karmic cycles so that you can get away from this. On the bottom of the deck on this karmic soulmate over here. Okay, and you could be getting a new soulmate that comes in that could actually be the one that's a deep love, that's a life partner with a spiritual connection here. Once this karmic bond, that this is the bottom of the deck, was being a controlling dictator in your life with this karmic here, dominating, controlling, dictating your life, leaving you scared, lonely, and isolated. They could love bomb and come in with some kind of gift that they had this broad idea about, okay, to love bomb and hoover and circle back around as a way to act like they didn't just abuse you. Okay, well, yeah, you made the choice to walk away from this person from the past. Okay, started going within, soul searching. Okay, put yourself into hermit mode, trusting your inner guidance. You're searching for the truth. Okay, so that you can have freedom from this toxic energy. It's time to let it go. Balloons with Capricorn energy. Ascension. You're successful. You have a higher perspective. You're stress-free. Now this karmic's out of your energy. You're having fun. You feel like you have freedom. It's a relief. You're rising up, attaining your goals. You're independent. You're happy because you let it go. Okay. Yeah, and you're like mastering your ascension here. You have a commanding presence. You could be an authority figure. You could be in training. You could teach. You work smart. You're focused. You're structured. You're in control. You're disciplined. You could be learning a new skill. And you're keeping it 100. You're honest. You're showing your true colors. You have transparent intentions. Someone could be gossiping about what you do at your house, on your private property, spreading rumors with petty conversations, smearing your image, making you the fool, but you're held in high honor. And this person, this Seven of Swords deceptive shit over here, has created a man-made disaster for themselves. Okay? Gossiping about you whenever you're like keeping it 100 and you're held in high honor. This person is crazy. They could have done something on your private property that could have, because imprisonment's right beside this with the Eight of Swords, trying to clean up something deceptive that they did, lies, creating an illusion, struggling with someone on their private property. It's a man-made disaster. And we've got bottled up with unbothered here. They're unbothered that they created these illusions. They're unbothered that they're deceptive. You could have kept things inside and not opened up to this person because you knew that they were unbothered. They didn't give a shit. They were corrupt as hell. Put you in the Ten of Swords. And you're done with this. There's a bad betrayal here. You could have had a breakdown and hit your rock bottom here, but this is the completion of the cycle, okay? Their goal was to be manipulative and deceptive with the moon here. Things are not what they seem to be, creating all kinds of illusions and deception. Trust your intuition. You started realizing what was hidden here, okay? Things were coming to light. You were becoming aware and finding things out. And this person left you absolutely burdened with the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords. You were just overwhelmed. So much stress and responsibility here. Okay. They could have wanted to keep something hidden. They didn't want you to realize how burdened you really were. And their goal, their master goal here, was to manipulate you and others. They were expecting this manipulation to work. Being extremely deceptive. And this person was completely unbothered. And they wanted things to be hidden from you. They wanted you to spread yourself so thin that you just were worn out all the time. Watch for the signs. The universe is guiding you in the right direction. Do not enter the wrong way. Do not go back to the past. Move on from this crazy karmic here. Moving on. So that you can be happy. We got Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. You flip it how it resonates. Focusing on your happiness here. The veil is being lifted. Someone could have gotten arrested here. Okay, the veil is being lifted about this, and a court situation could actually be dismissed. Someone could have targeted someone, applied force when they wanted control. Someone was defenseless. They felt powerless. They could have been suppressed and detained by external forces, being incapacitated. They're obsessed with trying to block any possibilities for you in your life. They don't want you to be a free spirit and have adventures. They're trying to block any possibilities coming in for you, and they're obsessed with doing this. We've got a Queen of Swords reversed and a parental figure here. They're overly critical. They're manipulative. They're rude. They're pessimist. Queen of Swords is just cutthroat. She's just a mean-ass bitch. Okay? Full of jealousy and envy. Fucking around with these influences here, with third-party influences. There's so much manipulation. There's others involved that they're also manipulating. There could have been some kind of an intervention here. And they're full of jealousy and envy. Could have had to go to a doctor over this heartbreak here with mental health. Could have had to have some help healing some grief and trauma or depression from this heartbreak. This was a painful ending here that this person put you in with the Three of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. I mean, my goodness. Someone could be needing guidance. This could be like an attorney for some kind of court situation that's occurred here, getting advice, having to be obedient because of something that's going on in the courthouse, obtaining knowledge. Okay. Someone could have come to someone's work and threatened them. This came out in my last reading. I just did a whole reading about this. A Karmic femme went in and attacked a Divine Masculine at their job and got them fired. You could end up getting a new career. You could work in education. You could be well educated. You could be an expert or a master in what you do for your work. Someone was embarrassed because this crazy karmic could have come in and threatened them at work. Something's going on in the justice system because of what's going on in the home here. Okay. And the justice with the finances in the future. Something's going on with finances in a home. There's going to be consequences for actions in these legal issues. It's going to be fair with a justly deserved outcome. The truth is coming out. Eye to eye with the demons within, doing death magic. Jesus, trying to end all possibilities, trying to send demons towards you. This person's triggered over money, okay? They're very triggered right now about money. A car could be significant. We've got a Black Widow that's been messaging people or messaging you. This Black Widow betrayed you. They're dangerous. It was so toxic in this relationship. Feeling trapped. This person is insidious. They could have unexpectedly attacked you. Even in messages, they're so low vibrational. You definitely got someone fired from their job here. Body shaming someone so that they'll have a low self-worth and self-esteem. Feeling negative about how they look. Feeling judged by this person. Wanting someone triggered. Wow, throwing hands. They're lying about the abuse that's going on. This person's abusive. They're neglectful. They're a liar. If they're saying that they're not being abusive, they are. Disagreements with hostility and animosity, with all kinds of conflict and fighting. Distracting a community from what's really going on here. Changing or delaying something, distracting someone. We've got a witness could have seen, they're worried that a witness could have seen some kind of conflict here, an argument, someone was aggressive. And there was a witness or witnesses that could have seen this incident happen. Well, this opposition has lost, and they are lost. Feeling invisible. Just how this op could have wanted you to feel, just feeling empty and invisible. Cutting this person off and running away. Getting far away from this crazy karmic that's abusing you. They were happy creating this abuse. They raged out. It made them happy to do this. With the Five of Swords, they resent you. They're defeated. You're going to defeat this person, and it's going to make you happy whenever you defeat this fucking person. Seeing you the evil eye. They're full of animosity. They're raged out. They're furious. They're just mad. They're unpleasant. We've got the Five of Swords again in this deck. There's so many arguments. This person's violent. Then breaking up with this person and becoming single here. Okay. Single parent with the responsibilities. Trying to use mind control about your positive movement forward in your life. About any willpower that you have. Focus your energies. The change is coming. Focus on your ambitions. Don't let this person's abuse can keep controlling your mind, possibly going to a caregiver, a healthcare provider to help you work out some issues here, especially if you've dealt with a narcissist. It's so hard to rewire the brain after narcissistic abuse because there's so much gaslighting. It's hard to know what's real and what's not, what's true and what's not. You just get so confused. You trusted this person, and now it's an ocean of suffering, being overwhelmed in your emotions, feeling hopeless, feeling powerless, a mental illness. This narcissist could have a mental illness and taking it out on someone else, full of grief and anxiety. A spiritual death has occurred. Okay. Someone's crushed here. They're sad. They're broken. This child, there could be a child involved in all of this, feeling alone. Abandoning this long ass road, this labyrinth that you've had to be on so that you could go inward. There's a problem to solve that was complex and very complicated. Had to sort the situation out. Someone could take their child the long way home just so they could spend more time with them. Abandoning the neighborhood with this make-believe fantasy that this delusional narcissist has going on, feeding into the illusions. They're disappointed, okay, because they wanted you to feed into it. Keeping you bound to them, full of pain, being afraid of them. You were apprehensive and very cautious around this person, always having to defend yourself, stand up for yourself. You're battle ready. You take the high ground, but you stand up for yourself. There's a timeline issue going on here. Okay. broken, even like a broken mirror or broken glass. Something's could have shattered in the middle of a fight. Something was destroyed, being extremely heartbroken here, having to heal from this pain, from this trauma, rejuvenating, having hope and faith, focusing on your spirituality. You could heal in the mountains, being out in nature. Okay, this person's a liar. They're deceptive. They create false narratives. They're just pretending. They're inconsistent. They wear a mask. This narcissist mask is falling off. And this love offer from this narcissist, they were deceptive. Okay. Their emotions have overtaken rationality. They're very reactive. They have fleeting feelings. They're moody. They're cheating. Okay. The hamster wheel, surviving the daily hustle with their family, trying to take care of their family, manifesting a powerful shift in the energy, being resourceful. Someone's an expert. They have a lot of potential. Powerful manifester, sweetheart. Okay, getting rid of this toxic person, these toxic people that have unhealthy behaviors. They're like poison. It's a natural disaster that's occurred here. We have a pillory. Being humiliated. Always finding fault. Very abusive. Could have caught this person. There's nowhere to run. Someone could have served some time here. They're going to be openly dishonored. Always projecting and finding fault. Someone could mock someone or ridicule someone. A star seed here. Come on now. You're just giving all the feels to God. Okay? The deep love that you have for source energy. This person was seeking revenge and they're getting karma for this retaliation. Trying to punish you. Trying to get even for leaving them. Made a decision to create some kind of an accident. Stuck in the middle, but you're seeing the truth, dealing with the inner turmoil. Someone could have hurt someone. We've got influences here with third-party situations, toxic attachments, false information, false statements. The Page of Cups in reverse. They're obsessed. They're immature. Getting bad news. Someone is very vain. They like to party. Okay. Something changed in the stability and the security in the home here. They're having to accept this change. Overwhelmed with the Nine of Swords. Overwhelmed by fear. Having nightmares. Anxiety. Full of fear. They can't sleep. Because of this karmic relationship and this toxicity that they had to deal with all of the things that were being communicated. Well, the Wheel of Fortune is here. Karma is here, okay? This person's going to get bad karma for what they've done. They burned this bridge. Someone is lying and keeping secrets about their abundance, okay? It's come out again. Someone could be trying to hide how much money they make in the courts. That's not going to work. They're going to find that out. Someone's shielded and protected on the road while they're traveling. Being defensive, having to protect yourself, blocking this person, standing up for yourself, always being prepared, to being on guard, warding off unwanted energies. Sorry, not sorry for getting rid of this commitment here. Something's going on social media. They're unremorseful, avoiding accountability and neglecting their responsibilities here. On the bottom of the deck over here, we've got the grave with no second chances. We've got lift off. It's a fast action. Progression forward. The wait is over. It's time to move on. It's time to move away from Jezebel. From this crazy karmic that you were in a couple with, okay? With the water, being all in your emotions. There could be some kind of a meeting that's going on. An attorney just popped in my mind. Could be regarding a court situation. That you were in a relationship with a straight up fucking devil. This person's psychotic. They're crazy as shit. Well, they're having an energetic backfire. You could get some kind of communication coming in. It was hasty. Expect things to move rapidly because judgment has been called. And we've got the Ace of Wands with a new beginning coming in. Putting an end to all of this confusion and illusion. Okay, you're having a death and a rebirth as this Temperance Earth Angel here. Okay, balancing things out so that you can look ahead to the future. Planning for your future. A good outcome. And it looks like something could be dismissed in a court case here, in a legal situation. That's what I've pulled. Okay, let's pull from this deck. Let's see what this person's trying to clean up here. Father figure could be trying to clean up after a breakup. Makes a great dad, a divine masculine here. They're strong. They are protective. Grieving your loss, feeling lonely, and processing this heartbreak. Someone that you could have been trying to tie the knot with, or in a relationship, a long-term commitment with. This person was hiding lies, covering up the truth, not telling the whole story, and they made you question what's real. Having to heal from this person, okay? Releasing the emotional baggage, and the baggage came out. Clearing your space and being mindful. This person kept you triggered, feeling provoked, sparking your emotions, needing to respond. Okay. What else is in this energy? What was hidden that they realized here with these lies? It's time for a fresh start to get away from this crazy karmic. There's new opportunities, leaving the past behind. Okay. How about this energy spirit? Trying to hide something that was forbidden. It's a clandestine affair. The family disapproves with these secret pleasures. Looking for signs, open to spiritual guidance, willing to accept the truth and trust your gut feelings. Okay. Making healthy choices. Cleaning up your acts. Taking care of yourself and choosing better partners. Okay. Yeah. Could be going on a getaway. Or trying to get away. Going on a vacation together, a much needed break, a romantic retreat. Could be going on a vacation either with someone or solo. Or got these legal matters here. Marriage license, divorce papers, getting a lawyer. Okay. This person was playing with your emotions, being very manipulative, crying for attention, pulling on your heartstrings. And it was just all an illusion. Can't see clearly, living only on dreams and believing the lies. So much illusion. Okay, but you're aligned here. You're walking your path, living your life purpose, and you're going in the right direction. This person was faking it, and they're angry because it's being dismantled here. They have resentment, an explosive temper. They're under pressure. They're not genuine. They just want to keep up their appearance, and they're living beyond their means. It's all about money here. Money is an issue. Financial support, some kind of settlement or alimony could be going on. Okay. This person's greedy. Disappointed at how greedy this person is. Yeah, you could have moved. You could have moved out. Going away. Moving away from this person. And it's a dream come true. And now, once you leave this crazy karmic, you're going to get the love that you want. But you're going to have fun together with somebody. Once you walk away from this person, you're going to have a fulfilling relationship. You're done. The relationship's ended. And you learn the lessons. Could be journaling and writing down what all this person's doing for a court situation. Could be journaling to just keep track of things and explore your feelings. This person's definitely gossiping and slandering you. They're jealous, they're envious, and they're petty as shit. Protect your reputation. Other opinions affect you, and people are talking about this. Trying to project an image, being in the spotlight with this narcissistic personality. They're just all about their appearance. So they're gossiping and slandering, okay? Keep boundaries with this person. You block someone, hold your space, and cut off contact with this narcissist. Okay. Anything else? Evie's snoring. She's so cute. Total drama action. Okay. Fighting for what you love, claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield. Okay, this person's aggressive. They're fake flexing. It's all about money. They're show off. They act rich and fancy. Well, Archangel Michael came in. Archangel Michael's laughing at this narcissist like, yeah, I'm here, bitch. Archangel Michael is preventing you from harm with divine intervention and protection here. But you're going to be able to laugh again. And you're going to be happy. You're going to heal. And you already know the tea here with this gossip. You're very nurturing. You're full of wisdom. You give back. You could mentor people. Nurture. You're very nurturing. And this person was just playing you. They were manipulative. They were controlling, and they lied all the time. So you had to cut ties. It was just constant fake apologies. You gained your freedom. You stood up for yourself, and you're going through a powerful awakening. And here are your possibilities in the upright. No matter what they're trying to block, it's not going to work. Follow your dreams. Make up your mind to believe in yourself. Okay? Yeah, they're out here talking shit. Talking shit, alright. Just dust it off, okay? Could have been haunted by the memories of this person with all this trauma, okay? Having flashbacks. You got to recharge yourself, breathe, let it go, clear your mind, trying to heal and recover from some depression, having to move away from this person. Okay, you got an epiphany, the light bulb went off. You're self-reflecting, you have untapped talents, answered questions about a romantic love affair, a sex fix with a secret lover, and being trapped with this person, stuck, no options. There's unforgiveness here, giving money, even giving money for a love affair. Someone could even give him money for some kind of sex fix or dirty little secret, keeping it on the down low. Someone could be on the down low. Wow, screenshots and photo proof. Getting evidence, there's proof. Okay, could even have to do, wow, with some kind of lustful energy here. Somebody's greedy, they're inconsiderate, and they want it, what they want by any means necessary. This person holds a grudge, and they're very promiscuous. Okay, this person's a cheater. Sleeps around a hot free-for-all and sleeps with your man. Now they're had you all in your head, overthinking and stressed, overanalyzing. This person's getting bad karma. A situation's about to explode. Shit's about to pop off in flames with this thief here. Okay? Someone could end up losing their car. Could be repossessed. Could have car issues with these legal issues. They could have no car. Something's going on in court. It's game over. Something's going to be rejected. Okay? This impersonator's out of time. Okay. They could be trying to use scarcity tactics. They were trying to hide income. You kick this person to the fucking curb. They could get a room with a sex shop here, be really sexual, could have toys. This person's clout hungry. The narcissist just wants attention. They say anything, they do anything, and they make shit up. They're so dramatic. Somebody got caught betraying someone here. There's evidence that's been found. Somebody got caught cheating. They're deceitful. They're not to be trusted. They stabbed you in the back. You've got your distance from this person. There could have been a divorce. ghosted this person. There's a separation here. Feeling shattered and broken and totally fucked up. This person destroyed your heart. Someone could have been hooked on destroying you and making you feel insecure. Wow. Yeah, they're two-faced. They were living a double life. They're a cheater and they're stabbed you in the back. Just constantly creating chaos in your life. Disaster after disaster. They just wanted you to feel hopeless and trapped, depressed, wanting you to hurt yourself. And you're just reflecting. You're healing. You're ascending. You're a master at it. You're so tired of the drama. When you move on, this person's going to be a happiness hater in your life. Okay? This person's always partying. With a girl fight here. All in their feels. Whenever you get with someone, this person could pop up. They don't want to hear it. You could be keeping your relationship private. And this person could have had a private relationship, cheating on their partner with a third party. They had multiple lovers and multiple choices for their intimacy. They could have gotten a dirty offer here from somebody. Check yourself. Oh, goodness. You may need to get tested. Yeah, they made a bad choice. Oh, goodness. Marrying someone for money. Keeping a promise to marry someone for money. We're all in their ego. And this ego here got hurt, and it's getting in the way of the relationship with the soulmate energy. Someone could be going into bank failure. Okay. They needed to use sexual protection. Somebody's going to be setting the record straight. Ain't shit. Hanging out with these karmic friend bugaboo bitches here. Yeah, you've blocked this person and you've got firm boundaries. You've moved on. There's nothing to say. Don't call. Don't fucking message me. Do not reach out, you black widow. You're disrespectful. Enough is enough. You've had to defend yourself from this narcissist and their little fragile ego here. Yeah. There's a divorce or a broken contract here with this person. Okay. They were forceful. Forces their way on you. Forces their way in. Uses force to get what they want. Smelling the roses. Just slow down and smell the roses. Take some time for you. Get out in nature. Okay. This person burned a bridge with you. And they're stalking you. They're puzzled. You don't trust this person. This person confused you. They were obsessed. They could be watching you heal. Taking care of yourself. Being happy. Okay. This person could even try to come back towards you and kiss your ass for something here. And then, boom. Be all threatening with their anger here. Someone could have court-ordered anger management. They try to be intimidating. Try to threaten you. Same shit, different day. You're just ignoring this crazy karmic. Yeah, you're unbothered. They could be crying over you, okay, after what they've done. Someone could definitely be going into some kind of bankruptcy or bank failure here, okay. They could have been expecting a new beginning. They could have been expecting you to come out after they had discarded you and threw you away like you were trash. But no, you're settled and you're established in your own life here. Boss daddy. You're stable. You're rich. You could be a business owner, a CEO. There could be some kind of a recording. Something's going to be expressed or revealed. Some kind of an announcement. Okay. That someone's broke. An offer could be coming towards a broke ass. They're hopeful. Falling apart and falling into pieces. Could be going on a vacation just to get away and relax and have fun for a little while. Just shine. Your light irritates their demons. This person's played out. They're a copycat. They could have caught a case. Sexual infection, a sexual disease, a rash, etc. Wow. They're wasting their time. They're stuck. There's no changes. They're limited in what they can do now. With this love on the brain, fantasizing. Yeah, you're uninterested in this person. You don't have anything to do with this person. Yeah, wishful thinking. You ain't getting a second chance. You can get over it. It don't matter how arrogant you are and how insincere your apology is. You've done it to yourself. Well, it's crazy. Well, they're paranoid now. Now they're paranoid. What do we need from the spirit? Red flags. It's popping up off the back. You promised yourself you'd never date someone like me again. You were in a committed relationship with this person. They're full of jealousy and envy. The soulmate energy here. They're unstable. All right. There's no spark here. Like, there's no feelings here. You can't stand this person. Like, there's just nothing. There's nothing left here. This person, there's so abusive and so much trauma, so much drama, so much rage and anger, violence. It's a black widow, like, and a narcissist. Yeah, all you do is argue with this person. It's fucking crazy. Message me just so they can argue with you that way too. This person could have had you in a polyamorous relationship. Even with the same sex, it just fell off into my lap. They were just using you. They wanted you to be vulnerable with them. Chemistry is incompatible with this person. This person is a player. Keep firm boundaries with this person. Okay. Yeah, they're very immature. They could be very immature whenever they communicate with you. Anything else? Yeah. They ghosted this love and you're unavailable. You don't have anything else to do with this person. You could have ghosted this person because they were cheating on you. You don't have anything else to do with them because of cheating in this connection. They were out hooking up, getting together with somebody else. And then coming home pretending like, oh, you're so hot. Pretending like they didn't do anything. Experimenting with friends with benefits situationships. Giving out mixed signals to their family. God, this person's so toxic. With all these secrets that they're hiding here. Yeah. Wow. Could be getting calls from an unknown caller. Stalking, hanging up, calling from unknown numbers. What else is in this energy? Envy, jealousy and envy again. They're full of hate and spite. Living a double life. This person is very deceptive. They're a liar. They're in another relationship. Just out of spite. Sneaking around, friends with benefits. Spending time with someone else. God almighty. Legal matters are in your favor. Unexpected money or a promotion is coming in. You're trying to manifest abundance. Could be an entrepreneur. Okay, money's coming in. Yeah. Seeing the red flags and the signs that someone was cheating in their messages, expressing their feelings in a conversation. They're very deceptive. Yeah. Creating this distractions here that can't resist their temptations. Well, you've blocked this person. You have no contact. Cut off all communication. Giving them the silent treatment, because that's exactly what they fucking deserve. Stay no contact with a narcissist. If you start talking to them again, it's going to open that door back up, and they're going to think that they can come in, and all they're going to do is fight. It's going to be even worse. So it was a soul contract that you had someone with. It was one-sided. Okay. This ex here is childish as shit. They're immature. They're argumentative, and now they're playing the victim. They were unfaithful and had you in a love triangle. You could have been seeking guidance, trusting your intuition, having faith in your healing. Yeah, you said deuces, bitch. You walked away. You cut the ties. This person's just out planning to, like, planning, texting, calling, meeting up with sexual thoughts and intense feelings for their desires. Goodness. And then all that did was hurt you. They were determined to hurt you. There's so much drama. They're mad because the truth is coming out here. They're infatuated. They're obsessed. They're in denial. Looking at pictures, reminiscing, missing you. Someone could be unemployed. They could be broke. They could have gotten fired. They could be living beyond their means. Sick and tired of the cycles. A decision was made that they are over it and they're done. They're tired of having to have conflict resolution and compromising and making amends to have a positive outcome when all it is love affairs that keep happening. Secretly hooking up with third parties and hooking up to where someone could be out dating someone and they've contracted an STD with this intimacy here. God. Yeah, they're just immature. They're playing mind games, testing and analyzing you. They're stubborn, they're bossy, they're selfish, they're inflexible. Okay. God. They're secretive, they're sneaky. They're always hiding information. Karma. We've got jail and legal issues. Someone hit rock bottom and their life is falling apart. There's a power struggle with this person. Kept you imbalanced. You could have caught this person red-handed. You could have caught them cheating. Secrets are being exposed. They're going to be surprised and shocked. And they've got egg on their face. They're ashamed because they got caught. This is backfired. You're in the self-love, high-value, empress, emperor, beautiful, sexy, abundant, confident energy here. Okay? This person could have addictions. They were like being on a roller coaster in this toxic connection with this broken mirrors here. Could be trying to send spiritual attacks. Divine intervention came in. Karma's here. And they're going to have no choice but to face their demons. These toxic people that you're trying to avoid. They have addictions. They're hanging out with the wrong crowd. Getting bad advice. Someone could be in hiding. There's no communication here. This love is so toxic. It's nothing but drama and addictions. It's a love-hate relationship. This self-absorbed narcissist just wants to be in the spotlight. They want an audience and they want all the attention. Okay? Yeah. Wow. Alright. Let's roll the dice. I'm getting tired. We're going to close this reading out. Let's roll the dice. See what comes out. We've got double Aquarius, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Pisces, Libra, Capricorn, Leo. Do it one more time. Your signs or someone's signs that you're dealing with, they may not resonate at all. Leo, Pisces, Gemini, Taurus, and Capricorn could be significant. Alright guys, this is going to be our reading. You guys just take this how it resonates. Don't force anything to fit. I love you guys so much, Collective. Thank you all for being here and for spending your time with me and little sweet Evie Pooh. We love you guys. Say we love you, Collective. She's so cute. What you doing? You're making an awful lot. Oh, goodness. Oh, sweet. So sweet. We love you guys. Thank you all. 55:55 on the clock. Major changes are coming in. I love you, Collective. Bye, guys.